I have no sympathy for anybody. You get what you deserve. Wherever it is that you are in life, that's your bed, sleep in it. I don't care where you were born. I don't care where you come from. I see immigrants coming over here every day from third world countries, outworking you, outpacing you, and making you look bad. I don't care about your reparations. Listen, I don't care if you ever get it. As a matter of fact, I'm advocating against it because it's going to fuck up my dollar and make inflation go out of control. And so I don't want them to pay you. I don't want you to have nothing. Don't give these motherfuckers nothing. As a matter of fact, not only do I not want you to get nothing from reparations, I think that they should tax you for breathing.
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh.
This video is only being used for educational purposes solely. What's going on, GATV? It's your boy Gravitating Away, back at it again. Now today we're going to focus on a rare video that I will be conducting, and it's on Anton Daniels. And this brother can be very controversial because one minute you're really rooting for what he says, the next minute he says, pretty outlandish things. But one thing I could respect about the brother, he stands on what he say. Now, whether that garnishes fans or, pushes some away, that's his prerogative. The brother's a self-made man, as he, always is, professing to be. So I don't have much to say on the brother except for keeping it within the context of what he's saying, and I'll give my commentary as we go along. Now, as you can see by the first clip, the boy starts off hot. I could only imagine Tariq really freaking out, thinking about how he's gonna respond. He probably has all of his white publicists and white employees working on a narrative right now as we speak. And FBA, I could see all these fans of Tariq and his cult-like movements, responding. I see it right now. I can vision it. But nonetheless, we're gonna get to the video. As we go along, I'll give my commentary on where I agree with Anton and where I disagree with him. So let's get right to it.
I have no sympathy for anybody. You get what you deserve. Wherever it is that you are in life, that's your bed, sleep in it. I don't care where you were born. I don't care where you come from. I see immigrants coming over here every day from third world countries, outworking you, outpacing you, and making you look bad. I don't care about your reparations. Listen, I don't care if you ever get it. As a matter of fact, I'm advocating against it because it's going to fuck up my dollar and make inflation go out of control. And so I don't want them to pay you. I don't want you to have nothing. Don't give these motherfuckers nothing. As a matter of fact, not only do I not want you to get nothing from reparations, I think that they should tax you for breathing.
Now this is where me and the brother will have to disagree. I personally always have felt this way. I don't know about y'all, but having water is a human right. And if it wasn't commercialized and, have all these big heads and big wigs controlling what we eat, the meds that are put in our bodies, you can't really make a point about how nobody deserves water. Anton says who, and it's like you're projecting, bro. You might feel like everything is good on your end, but you gotta really relax with that whole, you don't think we deserve water. Like, come on, man. That is the key to life. It's water. Like, I don't really know why the brother's saying this stuff. He had me for a second, and now it's where, there's a shifting of views and opinions right now. So let's go ahead and carry on with the video.
Tax you for breathing this good old air that we working so hard and paying our tax dollars for in order to be able to make sure that you got this good old air and this good old water. There's people in Detroit. Shout out to my dog, Steph is cold. I'm reading super chats in a minute. There's people in Detroit right now that said that they deserve water. They deserve clean water even if they don't pay for it. Says who?
Now I can see where he's coming from because of this sole fact right here. When you watch FBA, please don't get it contorted where you think this group represents the entire Black American community in the United States. They do not. But again, if you was to watch that chapter and folks like Secure the Tribe, B1, Friedman, etc., you would think all they're doing is waiting for a handout, waiting for reparations. Is reparations granted? Of course it is. I mean, our ancestors didn't go through what they went through, specifically, you know, the descendant of slaves from America. Their ancestors didn't go through all that for nothing. Also, it was legislation, 40 acres and a mule. But here's my thing. You got these new era brothers. I'm not going to worry about the women right now. You got these new era brothers that make you question, are you really strong men? See, while you're waiting for reparations, whatever that means, because, you know, a lot of these groups went against the HR 40 bill. You know, they don't want to study on reparations. They don't want representations. They just want to yell, cut the check. But nonetheless, you know, you got folks literally waiting for reparations, but they cannot tell you how they're building the community while you're waiting for reparations. Of course, it would be nice to get that. But all the issues you see going on in the community, not one of them raises their hands and shows you what they do outside of YouTube, outside of these get-togethers, these FBA get-togethers, these Twitter B1 meetings. They can't show you what they're doing, building up the community, really fixing all the problems that you and I all see that's going on. But we pretend, because while cheerleading, while a rally is happening, it reminds me of a high school basketball, football, etc. sports rally happening in the schools. We're all getting hyped. The marching band is out there. Everybody got their, you know, their ha roo, I'm going for mine attitude with the team. But you know that team is trash. You know that team got so many issues going on. They haven't won any big games, but you just got that school spirit. So while it's okay to have a spirit that's very beneficial for your race and for your people, it means nothing if the work is not put in. So I understand what the brother means. I mean, are there any strong black men left? I know there are, but it sucks that there's a sector of you guys that makes poor reflections for the rest of us. Cut the check? No, cut it out, bro. Cut it out first, bro. We got a lot of shit we got to fix in these communities first before y'all running out here talking about cut the check, but you don't want representations to go fight for you in that White House. And the people that are representing reparations and trying to spearhead the movement, you go against them. And that's with the FBAs, the B1s, you know, the Freedmen. It's almost like you guys want to be the head at everything, but you have no package put together to present for your people. So I understand where Anton is coming from. A lot of you are not strong black men anymore. Like Minister Farrakhan used to say, you know, when I used to be up in the mosque, the hands forgot how to build. I can go tell any random man, you know, help me with a tire, they'll look confused. It's weird, man. And I can't just come at the young folks. They had to learn that crap from somewhere else. And it's the people that are 30 plus, specifically even 40 plus. You guys haven't left any footprints in your community. Let's get back to the video.
You get what you negotiate. When did we start making weak men? What did your father tell you when you grew up? He told you that you supposed that you deserve to have a good woman, or did he say you eat what you kill? You eat what you fucking kill. I went into the negotiation. First of all, I put my time in. I mastered my craft. I put my 10,000 hours in. And then when the opportunity presented itself and they said, Anton, I want you to come and work for this company, I said, nah, I'm good. And they said, listen, we can't not have you work for the company, so we gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse. And then we went into the negotiating table.
Now, what's crazy about that YouTube angle, just to throw this out here, man, when I came aboard on YouTube, I thought it was about really seeing my niche. And there's so many angles I could have took it with, you know, coming on this platform. But I said, forget that, you know. I really like making videos showing, you know, clarity of what's going on with our community. You know, all of the agents that are hanging around in the community, all of the grifters. I just fell in love with really just giving my point of view. And I'm making it clear because I don't know what you guys think of YouTube. Most of us aren't making any money. Like, for instance, none of my videos are monetized. I haven't begged you guys for a penny. I've always said the main thing I want you to do is like, share, comment, or subscribe, but the main point was really just keep coming back. Keep coming back. I would like to see what I could build outside of what I'm already doing. A lot of these so-called YouTubians, shout out to Dr. Umar with that phrase, a lot of these YouTubians cannot show you what they do outside of the realm of YouTube. So when a lot of you guys are riding the Tariq Nasheeds, Yvette Carnells of the world, you know, you don't really see a transparency going on. So you're still with that high school spirit, rooting for your team at the pep rally. You just feel good about supporting, but is it really good support if you contribute to the detriment of your communities? And that's what a lot of you guys are doing. You're subscribing to people that are not for their communities. Now, if you're going to tell me you just like it for entertainment values because, you know, you are ain't shit human being, you just like seeing people take advantage of your brethren, your neighborhood, your communities, you like making people, you know, move up in life who haven't represented anything about communities, you love pseudo history, you know, YouTube documentaries, you know, you like the things that keep you stagnant in life, then just say that. But don't tell me these people are championing for a cause. They're not. So I feel them on this YouTube thing. And for the people that do complain about YouTube, for instance, if they was to take me out of there, that's fine. I'll probably start fresh and just keep doing what I've been doing outside of this space. But if you don't like it, it's totally true what he's saying. Create your own thing. Create your own thing. I'm in YouTube's house. So when I'm in YouTube's house, I have to abide by certain rules and regulations. It doesn't mean that I don't know that YouTube can be very biased. They pick and choose what goes viral sometimes. And sometimes you just got to tell yourself, maybe I got to work harder, because all my videos don't blow up. It may be here and there. Some go up. Some doesn't get any views, but I'm so appreciative of the people that took time to watch my content that I think I'm just content, you know, to a certain degree of what I have been trying to build, and I'm okay with it. I know the work that I have to keep putting in. Sometimes it gets sidetracked by what I do in real life, and that's all right. But all I see is people on YouTube complain, hating, and it's not hating if you got the facts. That's why I say do the research. But, you know, let's keep continuing watching this, y'all.
I didn't sit there and complain about it. I'm not whining about it. You motherfuckers sit there and whine. Y'all don't whine to YouTube. Hey, hold YouTube accountable for taking all of your fucking money and taking the lion's share of whatever your percentages are. How come y'all not holding YouTube accountable? No, if YouTube kicked you off today, you gonna sit here and cry like a baby and advocate and beg your master to be able to give you your channel. You ain't said nothing about the 30% that YouTube is taking and their haircut. No, you gonna abide by the fucking rules and you gonna do what you gonna do, or you can go and create your own platform, or you can go and jump on another platform. But nobody sat here and told you that you had to be on YouTube. You don't deserve anything.
When the brother was saying that, all I could think about is the some commenters coming under my stuff, man, and giving their insight that has nothing to do with the video. You guys are a joke, man, but I'm just chiming in on that. Let's continue.
You eat what you kill. I'll be goddamned if I create a company, put my own money into it, build it up, and then a motherfucker gonna come in there and tell me how it is that I'm supposed to run my shit. My wife just walked in here. She can't tell me how to run my household. I'll take what she's saying into consideration. I'll listen to her, but I'll be goddamned if anybody comes into the place that I built and tell me how it is that I'm supposed to run my shit. That go for anybody. That go for these blackity blacks. That go for women. That go for men. That go for all of them across the board. I don't give a fuck. Not even a little bit.
It's interesting that he brings that up. And, you know, I hear a lot of the Tariq Nasheed regurgitation throughout, you know, the internet digital space. And it's really throughout the FBA code. And they love to talk about stay on code, stay on code. Well, the minute that you found a niche, a narrative to really like be xenophobic, you're not on code. And guess what? The people from the diaspora who's probably doing the same thing are not on code as well. But like I've always said, the face of xenophobia in any of the black diaspora has been FBA. So I'm gonna stick to that. But the point is, they love to stay on code. They're not on code. You know, when I started out trying to understand and figure out being a father, it came through mistrials, missteps, misfortunes. And I realized, and unfortunately, to the detriment of the best I could have been much earlier, I hung around many people who weren't there for me, for real. It was always like for the advice, for what I could help them with. So even if it's family, but specifically in this argument, I'm talking about friends, you got to cut people off. Even friends that you considered family, you really got to cut them off. It's a cliche, but man, I can never say it enough. You got to cut people off and be on your path. That's the best way you grow, man. People really can weigh you down, man. So I just thought it was good that he touched bases on that. So let's continue.
Should call me back. When I was young, they said Anton is the rebel of the family. They said that I was the rebel of the family. Dog, listen, I had a great family, and I decided to walk my own way because I had outgrown the season that was my family. If I'm willing to walk away from my phenomenal family in order to do the thing that I feel like is purposeful for me, what makes you think I give a flying fuck about an avatar that got a letter on it on the internet in the comments saying that what I'm supposed to do and what code I'm supposed to be on?
It's crazy hearing that, when I think of do something, I think of the many that did without. They didn't just sit idly by. And a lot of you FBA, B1, Freedman folks out there, you sit idly by. You're probably waiting to 7 o'clock till your favorite YouTuber comes online for a live. And there's nothing wrong with that if it's all positivity, but you guys really subscribe to the bullshit. That's what it really is. You want that feel-good dopamine. You want that dopamine so you can lash out, again, ignoring your own failures, your own internal battles. That's what it be, honestly. Because when I think of do something, I think about the do for self movement black folks in America always have had, including black folks throughout the world. I mean, we weren't given much. We really did without. I love over mentioning it. I don't care. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood, so many communities. Go back out there in California, see what them folks did for themselves. I mean, we had conglomerates of black folks out here building and elevating at such a height that them white folks had nothing to do but lash out their hatred and destroy. And that's the liking I put y'all under, FBA. It's like you see other black folks doing for themselves. They had to have a cheat code. Oh, immigrants come here. They take what we've made for them. They take our resources. They get the tangibles. I've been asking from day one, what are the tangibles black immigrants get when they first come here? I can't speak for Spanish immigrants, white immigrants, Asian immigrants, Mexican immigrants, but I can tell you firsthand, black immigrants do not receive anything once they get here. In fact, they have to do the most just to make sure their paperwork is right, just to enter in another family member, maybe thug it out in the household, deed up 20 heads in the house until everybody can do their own thing once the machine starts rolling. Once that ball starts rolling, you can't stop them. And I've seen many black Americans do that as well. I've been taught by some of the best black Americans you will ever come across. And the first things they taught me is do for self. They taught me do for self. So I don't know these breeds of black Americans from FBA, B1, and again, they all, gravitate towards one another with the same ideologies, with the same I'm angry, let me take it out on the easiest target. No packages, not putting together no representation to bring to the White House. Again, they tell you guys don't vote, so obviously they're hoping to get reparations with no legislative backing. This is madness. At this point, it's like Taharka said many days ago, it's the gullible people in our community that help spearheads some of these grifters, some of these scammers. Just like a lot of the black women that attends these church services, knowing that pastor ain't right. He might have hollered at a couple ladies in here, especially some of y'all daughters, some of y'all wives, taking advantage of some of y'all mothers, because black men don't go to church. A lot of us got too much time trying to build for our families. Some of us, if not many, are hip to the game, and there's just things church can't provide for us. Now, I didn't say that Bible can't. I know I read all different type of scriptures because I love knowledge, but I'm just saying, a lot of our people in this community, we give the energy for these people to have this notoriety to keep pushing their scams and their grifts. It's you gullible folks. At a certain point in time, we gotta come at you too. If you, I saw this brother the other day complaining about how much money he gave, like $1,000 to the museum, and he wants to be angry now. All the red flags in the world, all the videos in the world of all these other folks trying to give light to this con, and you guys talk down on us. If we have something that doesn't align with your narrative or opinion, we're a tether, we're a coon, we're a this, we're a that. I don't feel sorry for you. That $1,000 probably could have helped you with your bills, with your children, but you really thought you was giving it to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Let's continue, man.
Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck your family, fuck everything you stand for, and fuck your own code too. I got my own family, I got my own tribe, and they call it the bag chasers. I got my own wife, I got my own daughter, I got my own money, and I got my own platform. Do something about it. Do something about it. I got my own church members. I got my own everything. I ain't never asked a nigga for nothing. Do something about it. The only thing I say is be willing to do something, be willing to take the repercussions that come along with it, because I'm not one to sit idly by.
Like I told a hater the other day, you know, I saw them all throughout the Twitter space. We allowed y'all to come in here. We allowed you guys to eat off of our backs, and you know, we don't want any more black immigrants, because you know they don't got smoke for the other colors and variations of immigrants. You know, it got to be the ones that, you know, are aligned to them, that looks like them. They got all this smoke for black immigrants, telling them that they allowed black immigrants to come in here. But my thing has always been, what power, brother? What power that you had that you allowed black immigrants to come in here? Can't even articulate it properly by really mentioning how you were brothers in arms, maybe in the civil rights movement, a movement that allowed a lot of people to come in here. Tell me why you're zeroing in only on black immigrants. I have no idea. Okay, once they were in here, what tangibles did they receive? Did they not still have to work and pay their bills? Did they not have to make sure their families were straight? Did they not have to buy a car the way you had to buy a car? A home the way, I mean, it's almost like you're saying they hit the lottery. And believe it or not, to a certain, you know, regard, it is like hitting the lottery if you understand where a lot of them came from. Then you got people that leave their homes for many reasons, but you want to use a xenophobic energy and say they fled. Yes, you idiot. A lot of people did flee. They did flee. So are they wrong from fleeing from, you know, harmful situations and coming here? The ones that are actually humble and want to start fresh. Do you know what balls it takes to do that? To start fresh with nothing? I don't care how advanced this culture and this country is. Do you know how what that means for people to take chances, to come over on ships, dilapidated boats or whatever? How much death happened for people to come here? Of course not the same, but you get what I'm saying in terms of what it takes to try to start a new life. But see, the difference is they're willingly, you know, ready to come here. You're forgetting about your own history, that you were put in chains to come here. You look for everything to say that I should better myself. You want to hold on to ancestors' pain that you've never went through. And that's how I feel. It's like when I hear some of my Haitian brothers and sisters tell me about, what the Haitians went through. You ain't going through shit right now. You ain't going through shit. You left the country. It's not much you could tell me about what's going on in Haiti when you ain't living there. You don't send money back to help families over there. You're not trying to build from the ground up. If you left to do better for you, stand on it. Don't be embarrassed by it. Don't be ashamed by it. Stand on it. But we're not going to play this back and forth games. So my thing always has been, FBA, what power do you have to say you allowed people to come here? And we can't even fix the neighborhoods over here. We can't even keep the babies from getting killed from stray bullets here. We can't get old folks from innocently being harmed from down here. But you got the power, though. You got the power. You're not even being heard. You're not even being heard. My question, honestly, is, do you guys even really want reparations? Do you really research to see what's going on? Why not give your support to people that's actually doing the work on the ground? You know, real grassroots movements. But you're gonna tell me FBA because they learn how to give you merchandise, a flag, a mantra of being xenophobic towards other black people. Sound like the damn Klan, man. I'm telling you.
You got freedom to do whatever you want to do. You got freedom to do whatever you want to do. Just be willing to deal with whatever come along with it. That's all I'm saying. You have no control over me. Nobody can control me. Nobody can control me. I am my own entity. I am my own tank. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. And if I decide that that's what I want to do, it ain't nothing that you can do about it except try to stop me. Just be willing to get that dough banged on. That's it. That's the end of the discussion. You get what you earn. You eat what you kill. Don't nobody owe you nothing at all. At all. Nobody cares about your feelings. They only care about the results. What are we talking about? They can't even control whether or not they can even live in a place that they living in right now. They begging the government to forgive their student loans. They ain't got no power. They ain't got no power. They ain't got no power. You vote in the interest of somebody trying to forgive you for something that you did to yourself. You ain't got no power. You can't even control your own baby mama. You can't say nothing to me.
Well, there you have it. You know, there's things I disagree with Anton. Again, I don't think reparations should be, you know, something viewed as dismissive. I think it's very important. You know, it is owed to the children and children of the ancestors who were direct descendants of slavery in America. And I do agree that if you are direct descendants of those said slaves from the United States, those group of people, Black Americans, should receive reparations first before any group of people that came here. But then it gets in the gray areas. And I just see us going back and forth with this argument. And my stance has always been, while I agree reparations is deserved, you know, for the descendants of those slaves, I've always said, while you guys are waiting for reparations, what else are you doing to fix the community? You don't always need Zaddy to come and save the day. They kill our black men and our young black women over and over again, and you guys just go march. I was taught by older Black Americans, nah, son, don't go down there and march and cause trouble. It's going to turn to dysfunction. We can't even be united in the position of showing we got power. Even a march is a representation of what power you have, but what happens? It gets infiltrated. Antifa, them boys. Everything spears out of control. And now even your, you know, I guess silent symbolism of wokeness, whatever you want to call that, you think that's what's gonna wake them boys in Washington up. But y'all don't do that. Then you vote one-sided constantly. It's not just Black Americans, it's, you know, black people from all over the diaspora that comes to the United States. Damn near all of y'all vote one way, one-sidedly to the Democrats. I mean, if I was a white Democrat official, why should I honor any promises if you're going to vote for me anyways, despite what I do? Despite what I do. So again, FBA B1 Freedman, my question has always remained, what power do you think you have to tell anybody you made them come here because of your work? Nigga, check me out. What our forefathers and mothers went through, none of you went through that. None of you are going through that. I stand on that. Stop trauma bonding with people that are no longer here to speak for themselves. If they saw the conditions we were in today, I don't care what country you come from. If they saw the conditions we were in today, they'll roll over down their damn graves, man. It's pathetic. Our babies don't even got a chance. The rappers became y'all gods. The scammers became your Malcolm X's. I mean, this is what's going on now. It's so bad. I almost forgot about these con artist preachers in our communities, because the grifters themselves who are coming onto YouTube talking about give me your money, come see what I could do for you. They gave you a hidden club museum. A hidden club museum, and you still can't tell me how is this going to help the community. What kind of weak woman or man you are to not learn education that deals with you and your people appropriately, properly, to teach your children. You needed Tariq Nasheed. Like some of you, it's like y'all just found out what history is 2 years ago when Tariq came out with this FBA movement. Mind you, after he ruined what he helped started with ADOS over there. The same brother that used to preach Pan-Africanist arguments and talking points, you know, he just goes with the grifts. But I do believe this is the last grift he could do. That's why he's going so hard at it. That's why he needs the most ignorant of us. He doesn't have the most, you know, well-educated brothers and sisters in that community. And those that have any type of repertoire, they're like 50 plus years old, still bitter and mad. They started their xenophobic movements back in the 90s. They were trying to do black power stuff, but they've never quite got it together. And, you know, unfortunately, you got young folks looking at this, and I pray they see the illusions that are going on. That's all I had to say, y'all. It's your boy Gravitating Away. Hopefully, I brought y'all some good content. Like, comment, share, subscribe. But folks, like I'm always gonna tell y'all, please just keep coming back.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple.